Hello everyone, welcome back to the ESL Weekly Cup with your hosts, myself and Chronic Gamer. We're going to go very quickly through the red team. Nick's going to go through the builds because he hasn't had a chance to really.
Yeah. Well, we had fairly little chance to go through any builds until now, but now they shall come on the red side. We do have, it was personal, close it, nothing personal, starts with an N. First off, it is Zebra R, and he is playing a druid, and this is pretty much the standard druid build by the looks of it. We've got the two glyphs, we've got the troll urgent, which most people are going with now. Haven't really seen the healing glyph lately.
Nope, no healing glyph.
That was in use for a brief period. Signal of Stone with that, and the strength of the pack, so not going for the entangle, which we've seen quite a lot before. Other than that, it's a Sally with a durability rune, and then going for the Sword Torch. Wilderness, Beast Mastery, Druid. Pretty much the things you would expect in that trade line. Then, Zybe NP. Apparently no problem. Well, or nothing personal. One of the two. He's playing an engineer, to be specific, a scrapper. That scrapper with the hammer, going for Holbrook Celestial, Alchemy, Firearms, and the scrapper trade line, which I mentioned a couple of times. Go for the Sneak Gyro, the Slick Shoes, Elixir Gun, and Elixir B. So I assume we have HGH in there? Yes, we do.
Fairly standard at the moment for NGs. Very sustainable. Good disengage to a degree as well as being just supporty, good 1v1er. One of the best 1v1ers actually at the moment. Well, not to really win them sometimes. Good against Revenants.
We kind of saw the disengage potential in one of the matches we watched. We watched so many of them.
And to help others disengage as well.
And such brief periods of some of the matches. Anyway. Then we have Mini Flash. Wait, Mini Flash? Wasn't he? Was this the same team that played in AG? Was it Nothing Personal?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, Nothing Personal played in AG.
Yeah. I remember they played pretty well.
Yeah, they did okay actually.
Mini Flash is playing a Dagger Celestial, so yeah, that one is still around. We also saw it on Ild with a durability rune, and then the Earth Water Tempest. So going Tempest with the Dagger. Lots of stuff being thrown around there.
Interesting that he's not going for the utilities. The shouts actually. The shouts make a lot of sense at the moment for the Elementalists. We're still not having that.
It's kind of the standard build and the current Tempest build combined, just chucked into one.
Yeah. Going for the Stone Heart. Might have some burst. Maybe they're thinking that some burst is going to come out because Lamaining is playing Dragon Hunter on the other side. So, it's going to be quite good for him to pick up that trait. Got two more builds, Nick.
Yeah. Talking about Dragon Hunter, we also have one in the form of all kinds of boons. Dragon Hunter and then Uzi the Revenant. He's going for that standard now Invocation, Retribution, Herald build. With the sword, shield, and the staff.
Hold on to your point.
Indeed. So let's go into the map and bring you the first series of tonight's ESL Weekly Cup, because this is what I'm calling it now. Mini Flash going to be ahead of the rest as he moves up towards. We actually can see that entangle coming out onto him through the traits of the Druid as well. So move up towards potentially up towards the top of the map now, towards Keep. On the sides, we are seeing 1v1 happening over on Henge versus Zebra, and also versus Cole Summer here as well. As we go back towards the midpoint, we have seen the early down coming out of Uzi Rev, actually, out of anyone, and we are going to see the pick up there of Tayskin. He gets that kill in the end. Just the team fight erupting over on towards this midpoint.
As I noticed that while I'm moving around, people can hear my chair making noises. Might need to adjust my levels, but now in the mid-fight we have the focus on Flash. Flash looking for a fairly decent escape to the side there. Gets a bit of assistance from the Revenant. Still Zybe in the middle of everything, trying to tank it up, and no headway made by this only two-man team right now. Oh no, Lamaining on the side. We also see the reinforcements in the form of Uzi who now after the respawn decided to join that mid-fight, trying to immediately engage on Lemming, not Lemming.
Oh, he's on
Lemming.
Aha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dega elements this now.
Switching.
He got some talking chat about possibly his build, but he's in a team fight situation at the moment, so maybe the shots would be more beneficial, and maybe he'll move to a more 1v1 point over on the sides. But normally when we see a mini flash, he's going for some 1v1 sometimes as well. He's been playing this build for a while and he's been doing a good job with it, so he's still offering some support obviously through Tempest, through his overloads as well. Should be able to bring some protection to himself and his allies as well fairly shortly through that Earth overload there. As we go towards Lemming's point of view, see if he can pull out some damage, but I think they're going to try and disengage as well as trying to get the kill possibly onto the Revenant again here as they move off point. 3 members as well. Boons is trying to help out. Also little mini flash as well is trying to just get down below stairs to see if he can offer up some support, as well as potentially going for the decap here over towards this hench. And this is where he's going to be in this 1v1 situation, and he should be able to do quite well as he has done in the past.
For the most part, down.
He's down indeed to Rev.
Uzi seems to be the prime target there, and we also have the immobilize going on all kinds of boons. He ports out to the side with one of his meditations. Ziba is on the chase. He wants to keep that point. We have seen people trying to advance to the side nodes, but honestly, there's just no real surprise in these movements to the sides. They're fairly obvious and most of the time fairly slow.
Yeah, Tayskin going quite low here as well. I mean, Mini Flash is in a 1v2 currently, and that's good to keep the other member there so that Red Team can possibly get the one up over on the midpoint. Uzi is trying to get into the mid fight as quickly as possible, but can't pour upstairs at present. And we are going to have a look over towards the point. There's all boons, kinds of boons, and almost in all kinds of trouble, but Zebra is going to be able to help him out here as he gets into that celestial avatar form and puts a lot of healing down on the point. Hunter's ward comes down as well as the entangle. He's going to be trying to remove some of those conditions, but thankfully enough he's able to offer a lot of healing support as he is immobilized there as well on a node. We can see Dragon Hunter trap coming out onto the point as well. Tayskin is really low here. Needs to be very careful. He's going to start to try and line the sight as well as dropping down the bottom there and pulling off the heel. True shot I believe we saw coming out as well, and the stealth gyro is going to be initiated, so maybe the Dragon Hunter isn't going to be able to pick up that target. Stealth dropped out as he does a little bit of damage, but re-engaged there as well onto potentially Zybe, who's going to move over towards that.
Fairly dangerous random hits going on there from Tayskin.
Yeah.
Just in the stealth, basically on no HP whatsoever, but decides to leave at least one hit and then go back into stealth after that reveal wears off. But now Tayskin again, maybe he should have stayed away. Goes down, we have the lockdown off, and after even the damage on him, they are just cleaving the place and trying to get a quick follow-up on that. We see the good decision of Cole moving out to the side, and I think on Nartha, if he is staying there, this is only going to be delay tactics, because I don't think he can actually get out of this fight.
I've seen the downstate of Mats coming
they're not chasing
from the side. Mini Flash, they're just going to try and cleave him up at the moment. They've got this kill under wraps, and Lemming goes down as well over towards the henge. The blue team lose 2 members there as we see the rest of the team fighters coming over towards this side of the map here. Enough is just moving over towards the node as well. Looks like he was thinking about potentially keeping it contested, but they're starting to leg it away from this point as well. Tayskin gets away with that blast here, of course, from his turrets. But still, enough is still hanging around on this side of the map at the moment, the Ranger.
He seems fairly confident that he's not going to die anytime soon, but 3 people? Oh, they missed the entangle there. No, it's not an entangle, it's the Vine Surge.
Pulling a little few ninja moves there. It kind of reminded me of Azron, actually. We've actually seen Uzi Rev just being caught over the water. Oh, this is a great place for the Dragon Hunters to cleave and bring some damage with their traps. And the Elite, we are going to see members caught up in that more, of course, from the Dragon Hunter, the Elite trap. And it's not, in the end, we aren't going to be able to see Uzi Rev come back up here as well at the moment. Still, we're in the roads at the moment, between nodes. With a potential from blue to push, but it feels like they're a little bit confused here. You're right there, Nick.
I think blue should definitely push in this situation.
Well,
because right now, red is actually pushing aggressively against him, even though Uzi is out of it again and Ziba only on the respawn now.
Well, blue team were distracting over towards that side of the map so they could get the midpoint in their favor now. They should be able to get that fairly soon. Hunter's Ward as well comes out from the Dragon Hunter there. I'm just going to watch all kinds of boons. Just try and maybe be a bit defensive here, as we do see the downstate coming out. Zybe and all kinds of boons, both down at the moment. Jebro is over towards this Henge node, probably looking out for that, because now Uzi Rev has got all the work to do, as well as also Mini Flash here. He can tank a little bit on point, but he's just trying to evade a lot of damage, trying to keep it sustained, trying to keep it contested still. You can see him using, look, he's dodging so much damage, using the fiery greatsword to get to the
then
different
jumps
sides.
right into the trap.
But that was good, that was good. He used his Mini Flash, or his Flash indeed, Lightning Flash, to get up to the top. Yeah, exactly. But Uzi Rev and now also Zebra is going to be able to hold this point contested for a moment, which enables Mini Flash to come back in, using that Warsaw Overload to come into the point and operate some healing effectiveness there, which now that's a good job from Red Team. They've been able to sustain that really well while people come into the map. That was all Mini Flash there, keeping that alive, as well as the Revenant. Good job from those guys.
The original push into the midpoint was a very questionable decision. Yeah. They were 3 players pushing into the entire defense of the blue team, who were just ready and waiting. But to be honest, that push completely threw off the blue team from trying to advance into the Henge themselves. So it might have just been a bit of a Hail Mary of saying, okay, let's try and deny them the aggression by just going full-on mental. It worked out thus far.
Full-on mental. Read it here first. They get a kill down on Bieber. Oh, well, maybe people want to see that. On the Zebra. What's the mid? Sorry. Wow, that PM toward Bieber. Anyway, wow. Sorry about that. You can tell I'm tired. Tayskin, low HP, well, half HP here. He's going to be... Stop laughing. Towards the midpoint as the Revenant tries to get the engager. Dragon Walk track comes out to potentially interrupt Mini Flash from trying to go for the extra damage there. Tayskin's doing a good job of using the hammer to evade as well as block a lot of the attacks that are currently coming into him. Still surviving, using the gyro to make sure that no one's able to pick up targets. Of course, all kinds of boons is looking for him at the moment. He does get... I know he actually got the lock on to Lemming there. Tayskin does go into the downstate. We see some cleave coming out, but they get the downstate in the end. Red Team looking to try and get this point back in their favour to come back into this game, Nick.
Feels like... It really feels like nothing personal. I have just gone into full-on Zerg mode right here. Although, are we going to see them continue? No, they're splitting up. They're splitting up into a 2v1 on that mine node. Are we going to see the decap on Henge? Yes, just slightly. Z-Bears too slow on that, but he finds himself in a 2v1 as well, even though he got a brilliant start of an engage on Matsu there.
He, unfortunately, he just uses sword. Wow, Tayskin respawns and the Slick Shoes just do all the business there. Celestial Avatar ain't going to save him, and unfortunately, at the end, the Red Team are standing for a moment, but they're not able to get points back on the board to come back into this game. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left as Dragon Hunters are using their traps on point at present to try and get something going for their teams as Onufis is trying to just defend while Lumin goes for the full damage here. Rev as well as also Zyber. They're both going down really, really low here.
Yeah. In a 3v2 originally, now we have the assistance for the blue team, and Uzi is again the prime target. It feels from time to time like he just goes a little bit too deep for his survivability there. He's all up in the enemy lines. I mean, okay, he does want to get the damage down there and kind of needs to go right into their faces for that, but yeah, maybe a bit too open for that, and always opens up the possibility from the first kill to move on. Play in a 4v5. Right now, this game is just running away from them. As we see the double cap coming out. Are they actually retreating from this? No, Tayskin's still on the point there. We see 3 people just defending that. Nah, 2v2 on the side. All kinds of boons trying to help out. But this is going to be... Simply, this fight is going to last longer, as I see Tayskin coming in from the side again and loading down tons of damage on all kinds of boons.
Yeah, the more really...
Zybe just barely manages to escape.
Really caught him out there as well, and it gave a lot of room for Tayskin to just regenerate there and come back into the point and offer up some extra damage, which Lemming was bringing the pain right there. And this is working so much better than it was yesterday for these guys, just having the Dragon Hunter Sorry, having the Dragon Hunter instead of the Bunker Guardian, of course, it's the same class, but it's not the same trait lines, as the DPS has been brought out by Pizza with Nutella here. It's just working out for them pretty well. Seems like it's exactly what they were missing, and it's what we were talking about yesterday. Seems they maybe just mixed it up in this series today, and they're able to pull off a nice win.
Do we now, instead of what we always like to refer to as the pain train, the Mesmer Thief combination, that dangerous thing that is kind of out of it right now, because people die too easy in Cleave, is that now replaced by Revenant and Dragon Hunter? And what shall we call them? Is it the slight discomfort train?
The thing about Revenant is that, you haven't really got a massive burst combo that you have to initiate to get you.
Hence, slight discomfort, not pain.
Yeah, it's like it can still do a lot of damage though at the same time. So, it's.
It's just not. It's not as situational. It's more continuous pressure.
You want to make sure that they've got. Well, with the cooldowns and whatnot, I mean, even the auto attack on Revenant is pretty strong, really, to be fair. I mean, you just grab the chill on the sword as well. He's obviously using the staff to... Staff is a nice disengage for these players, but a little bit of Condi removal. Did we have a look at Blue Team's builds? Not sure.
Well, in the games before.
He did. I'm just going to briefly go through them very quickly. Whew. I'm flagging a bit. But anyway... Tayskin going to be going with Marauder and Centaur, of course, trying to grab that swiftness elsewhere for his heal. Going for explosives, alchemy, and also for Scrapper here as well. Nice to see him still playing on the Holbrak, going for the man mode NG there as well. So we go over towards Mate. He's going from a Thief to Revenant, of course, if you ever saw him before. He's playing full-on Zerker Amulet here, going for the staff with the sword shield there, and obviously... we will see him going on for devastation. He's going full Zerker, he's going full damage, increased ferocity for his teammates, as well as increased damage versus players below 50% HP. Wow, okay, he's really going full ham here, isn't he? This is going to, Equilibrium's going to do a lot of damage, which is his legend swap. That's going to bring some nice extra damage to this build. It'll be part of his rotation, I am assuming, as well. So we're going to have to wait and see how effective, even more so, he's going to be in this series. Especially, they've gone completely the other way, so he's gone full Zerker. Lemming has gone like Dragon.
Full Zerker is good.
Yeah, why not? You love that. You love it. Trap Rune coming out for the Guardians, well, Sword Shield with the Longbow standard at the moment. We are seeing Focus being used here and there as well. Marauder Amulet there for the Guardian, as we see the typical traits coming out through Valor, Virtues, and also Dragon Hunter, with Anufis playing on the Druid, of course, the Ranger Druid. Going for 2 glyphs, as well as going for the Entangle and the Elite. He's going to be using, he's not going to be using the We Heal as one, but he's going to go with Staff, Sword, Torch, going for Celestial with the Superior Rune of Durability, as well as Wilderness, Survival, Nature Magic, and for Druid as well. Typical, seeing the Ancient Seeds there as well. You can see that's a mini entangle on single target, and then going for, as I said, Nature Magic and Wilderness Survival. Then Cold Summer. It's just cold. It's just Cold Summer. Not as many summers in his
just singular.
Just singular this time, yeah. But he's going to be going for Wilderness Survival, Nature Magic, and Druid as well as the Celestial, but he's going to be going for the Rune of Leadership.
The match starts soon.
Is he the captain?
Will he be a leader?
Will he? Staff, a sword.
Will he be guiding them to victory?
Well, hopefully for him. Obviously using Staff, of course, operating a lot of healing and support for his team. Best way to trying to bring up his Celestial Avatar as well, as quickly as possible for damage and healing, of course. So we go into the second game of this series between Nothing Personal and Pizza with Nutella.
With people advancing into the map fairly safe again from Blue Team, putting 3 people rotating past that waterfall, only 1 with the aggression, and we've seen that in the past, that the Elementalist in the form of Mini Flash is trying to pretty much steal as much time from them as possible. He's really playing around with the waterfall, he feels at home on waterfall. And he's using, he's using the terrain to a great deal, and we've seen in other games that he knows when to make his escape. Just moves off to the side almost to the enemy gate there, maybe leaves a punch or two with that. And then it just goes right back into it, likes the 1v1s on the side. And right now they're still surviving in the 2v3.
Yeah, they're doing
working out well.
Yeah, I mean, that the NG can do, all he's doing is now moving off point, getting out of all that damage. He's trying to avoid the Revenant here, as well as a nice pull out from Lemming there to try and bring out some nice damage through that longbow, of course, but he does go into the downstate in the end. Can't avoid that forever in that 3v2 situation, but we are evened up now. There's all kinds of boons. He's trying to get in there to assist with the rest. They get that off. We will see them move back on point. Good job there. Matze is in a lot of trouble here as well as he tries to disengage. Oh, unlucky. Good pickup from Zaib there, as well as all kinds of boons coming out to just put him into that downstate and finish him off in the end. Mini Flash as well. Blue team did grab the cap here though, fortunately for them. So they did get something out of this, even though they lost the kill. Unfortunately lost their fellow colleague.
Yeah, the rotation into the +1 there was just a tiny bit too slow to really hinder the cap being capped. But if they can push them right into the middle and kind of push them into the team fight on their terms, already with one person out, only on the respawn now. However, they really need to have an eye on their close point. Otherwise, it's going to be gone fairly soon by the Revenant respawning.
They were chasing Tayskin there the whole way over towards mid. I actually thought he was going to even move over towards the quarry there. That would have been interesting. He was just trying to line of sight around there, as well as Leming gets put down on his back as the Revenant Dust moves up the stairs. I believe he used the staff there to make sure he could get some room and trying to go in versus Matze here. But Rev does go down. He escapes, but he is no more. We go over towards the midpoint now as well. Just still that sustained fight really, as Blue team do have the only cap currently on the map, with Mini Flash and everyone else on the red team trying to get something out of this waterfall fight here. We do see Cole somewhere in that Celestial Avatar as well, sustaining well for himself and his teammates here. Still, this feels like, I think red team might be able to get this in the end, but they're all split up across the points. We're going to try and see the overload coming out from Mini Flash here to give protection, but it's too late, unfortunately, in the end. They do rush to go for the res, but Zaib needs to be really careful. They're cleaving down on the corpse, and Flash just gets out just in time.
Just barely, but they're all so low. This could almost be a double kill. All kinds goes down. Zaib can't commit to that. He's already way too far away. I think Flash had a little bit of a dabble in trying to get him back up, but oh, they have the regen. They're committing to the res again. 3 people from the enemy team trying to get the cleave, but we have them back up. The conditions stack, but the remove comes out afterwards immediately. And they're trying to refocus again on all kinds of, well, it's basically just Tayskin. But he needs to be careful to be not too offensive, because we have the damage coming out right back at him. He tries to use the terrain there for to his advantage, gets out pretty much unscathed again. And in this 3v3, it really looks like the blue team has a bit of an upper hand.
Yeah, and they do at the moment. Zaib is getting focused here a bit. He disengages off point there as well. Colson would go quite low, but it looks like he was back in Celestial Avatar form, and Mini Flash bringing out that protection again through his overload. He's doing a good job at spotting the damage, the team fight situation where he needs to pull out that protection to help his team and support his teammates as well. And then at the moment, they're starting to slowly turn this round actually. Blue team 1 cap and has carried them back into the lead here. Cole Summer's still going down quite low. He's grabbing some healing here and there. Tayskin's got to try and help support him in some way. He gets the slick shoes off, which really creates a lot of distance. And there we
Mini Flash, King of the Earth, coming right at him. Cold Summers on the side, should be able to get the regen, but Flash pods up. Keeps the pressure up on him. Second one, Uzi as well, has to go deep now. Cannot be afraid of the escape.
Beast.
But apparently Cole Summers on the escape, no problem. Just jumps at the side of that rock. And now they're turning around on Mini Flash again. We see the fiery greatsword and Tangle on the side actually. Whoa. Keeping the maining locked down. He's already out of it. I don't think they can get the rest on this. It is just a bit too much damage as Cole Summers comes in from the side again. Knockback to there does not land on Cole. Only kind of relocates the corpse of Lemaining. And Cole Summers don't give a damn. He's just sticking to it. Sticking to his guts. There's 3 people damaged. He's actually gonna get it back up.
they didn't have enough cleave down damage there, unfortunately, in the end either. I mean, that was looking pretty good. We had Matse must been helping for that res as well, so we probably got the infused light and onto the corpse as well, which probably helped in terms of resing at some point or another. I missed whether or not he went for the res there, because he was just focusing on different things in the screen at the same time. And now red team are being pushed away. We did see the gain of the quarry as well for red team, as Matse versus all kinds of boons. Saw that fight end in red team's favour as well, as we watch all the skirmish and all the action happening over on this point. Midpoint, still two Rangers more than likely just standing there at present, which is exactly what's going on. They're having a pet party down over on that side of the map. As
Who has the prettiest pet?
Rev is
the contest as Zybe gets some damage. Oh, this is very dangerous. If we see a bit of AoE cleave, Red is in loads of trouble. We see them trying to support each other. All kinds of boons now under pressure. We have the immediate res of Uzi on the side, but he can't. No, he's not even getting to it. Still in the immobilize. Can't even get close to him. And I think they could just continue with Zybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Uzi's running away already because, I mean, he has a bit of a history of dying in this matchup. Good decision, in my opinion. Not the dying, the running away.
Yeah, the running away was good, but Zybe gets caught out in the end as well. Mini Flash trying to come in for the res here. Is he going to be able to pull it off? He does have stability, and he's able to get the res up in the end, pulling out a lot of combos. Look, going for the water overload as well to give some healing, probably to himself more than anyone else there, actually, as he survives. He's doing a great job at the moment. He's really carrying these fights and supporting the team to make sure they are potentially able to get where they want to be, but we're not able to see these kills picked up by red team at the moment, which is where they're struggling on the map. As we saw, the quarry was decapped here as well. Enough in a 1v2 situation now. Red team hoping to pick up the kill and quickly so they can outnumber on the midpoint potentially, but enough is, I don't know if that's going to happen as of yet.
Well, it's a 2v2 now.
Now it is.
We have sustain and damage on both sides. The decap pretty much happened because we did see the Vine Surge hit.
Look,
although
look,
most
Flash.
likely.
Is Flash going to get the decap? One tick. He does. Wow. They lose Uzi Rev on the midpoint, and they don't see Mini Flash getting out of there. He obviously must have used Lightning Flash to get over towards that point, sneak out, and they do lose. This is a good job from the red team to try and hold something in this game and come back. But they're not able to do it at the moment. They're losing that back cap, which is making, you know, not allowed to get any momentum on the map at the moment at all.
Zebra stomped in mid. They are trying to kind of funnel into the points, and I think it's a good idea that they're splitting. Again, we saw a rather risky push into some points. Just trying to alleviate the pressure from Pizza with Nutella here. Otherwise, they would have just funneled into one point. They would have kept the pressure up and pressured them so far as to probably resulting in a triple cap. But Uzi is not the guy you want defending in midpoint. He is now on a lockdown afterwards. I would assume we see the knockback directly once the block comes back. He comes out of the block. Zebra trying with the rest. We had a knockback there, but no follow-up damage. Still a bit too much for Zebra to handle. Apparently.
More comes out as well from Leming, of course, which is going to stop him potentially from rezzing there, as well as putting him in place for some extra damage to come out from these guys. So now we're waiting for some support for Zebra to come up, because he's going to need it, and he's going to need it fast. Mini flashing that 1v1 over on the other side of the map at the moment. All points contested. Clock is ticking down, everyone. 5 minutes 30 seconds left in this game, and we're going to see that Matsin needs some help as he moves towards midpoint. Does operate that heal as well, and just going to bring him back up as we get some support for himself as he moves over towards the potential to get the one shot maybe onto Mini Flash, if potentially possible at all. It's probably not going to happen versus the Dagger and the Mentalist, but he's going to be able to pull out some nice damage. Unfortunately for him, Mini Flash knows that, so he actually evades that skill from the sword, of course, the Unrelenting Assault. Able to get that off. That is his burst damage.
Taskin in the 1v1 with all kinds. Uzi trying to +1 that. He was chased before, but apparently now Taskin left to his own devices, and he should probably move off that point as fast as possible. It doesn't really seem like he has that much of a scratch as Uzi changes into the assassin stance and is right on him. Pretty much what the assassin stance is for, I would say. Stick to the target. Maybe get a lockdown as he already has the Elixir Airs out. And what?
What's up?
Never mind, never mind. Tayskin, again, he uses slick shoots very well on that choke point on the stairs. Kept two people kind of occupied, is not gonna get it in the end, because Uzi Rev uses his teleport to get there a bit quicker. Yes, the mobility of a Revenant is pretty decent, especially if he has a target to port to.
Yeah, he does now, and Rev is going to be able to get on top of him as he grabs that staff, potentially blocking any of those attacks that will be coming in from Tayskin. But Tayskin does a good job at evading, and we can see two members of the red team, of course, downstairs over towards mid. Any kind of comeback potential, and not completely negated because they can hold the quarry to a degree. Tayskin still being very,
But it's rough.
He's pushing. Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to come back into this game at present.
Tayskin is just like ping pong between quarry and midpoint. Just going back and forth, keeping at it, not dying. Two people not able to get a lockdown on him. Just has too much time to work with, honestly. There's not enough pressure for him to be in any danger. He can notice, oh, yeah, there's pressure here. I'm going to move into mid for support.
Oh, look as well. Uzi Rev might go down here, actually. He's so low on HP. He needs to use his heal. He does. Look at that damage. It brings him back up to half HP there. With using that heal, of course, needs to go back into assassin stance or staff at the very least. He does go into the downstate here as Lemming comes in and does a lot of burst damage onto him, of course. But we are going to see guys doing pretty well. Actually, probably more Tayskin actually, more than anything else maybe as well. With the combination of these two guys, with the engineer and the dragon hunter here. But we are going to see Lemming go quite low himself. Zebra needs to try and not able to contest. He goes off point using that sword, of course.
Trying there.
And now he's in a situation where he just needs to maybe keep them at bay, but no, it's not going to happen indeed. The Ranger goes back towards mid. It feels like he's lost at the moment for these guys as the lead is extended to almost 200 points.
Yeah, and once it goes above 150, not even the law can save you. Oh Lord, save us. They cannot. They're going to get the decap, kind of delaying the inevitable, but it's going to happen at least in 2 minutes. 400 points on the side, almost double that what the red team has gotten, and by the looks of it, they might want to stack this up to as much points as possible, as we have the blue team engaging onto the Lord. Tayskin and Lemming on there already, no defense thus far. Mini Flash coming in from the side. Will that be enough support and maybe enough of a hassle in this fight to delay them a bit, because no other red player is even trying to move there.
Look at the healing that Mini Flash is doing to the boss at the moment. An exponential amount of healing and support that's coming out from him. We're waiting for probably the combos to come back out from Lemming, sorry. Nice updraft as well. Slick Shoes comes out from Tayskin there to try and just put the Lord on his butt. That wasn't what I was meant to say. We are going to see still the Lord. I mean, Mini Flash is doing a great job. Heal interrupted there as well. The auras are really giving him a lot of mitigation to a degree in healing, but unfortunately in the end, Mini Flash not able to just do. There's so much damage coming out from those guys in control. You know, I feel like Mini Flash really played his heart out in this game. But they did do okay. Maybe we have to wait and see what can come out possibly. We almost saw a possible Lord Rush on the other side of the map as well. But that's going to be 2-0 to Pizza with Nutella.
Pizza with Nutella moving on towards the finals. And who are they going to face? Let's have a look at the bracket. No decision has been made thus far in the match between Vermilion and Chaotic Contingency. That might actually be quite an interesting match. I think Chaotic Contingency could surprise us a bit.
I think so. We're going to have to wait for a little bit of time, Nick, because we're going to jump into a break very quickly, I hope. We'll have to wait and see. Oh no, we might actually have a little bit of time here. We may have some time. But how many teams did we have playing this evening?
12, I want to say.
Okay, this is really good. This is really good, everyone. Good job.
Let me try and confirm that. Yes, 12. That is the number.
Let's have a look. I'm just trying to have a look. Just know I'm in cam.
A look at what?
And thank you to the people that are explaining stuff in chat. It's really, really good that we have people that are doing that. It's in Tigo at the moment, and other people are noticing that. That's really good to give the right info to the people that potentially we haven't got time to maybe talk about because we're trying to cast the game. So really, really appreciated. Thank you for supporting the community and talking about stuff because that's good. And we are going to go to a break screen. Will be very, very, very...
Not a break, just a break screen.
Just a break screen. I'm going to do a gem giveaway, 400 gems as well after the final. So make sure that you're following the channel to have a chance of winning those. But otherwise, we'll see you very soon. And also, don't forget to have a look at the ESL Global website because you can sign up for the qualifier for Pro League. We're waiting to see which 4 teams could make it through the qualifying process between Saturday and Monday. The Monday part of the tournament will be streamed as well. So yeah, make sure that you're sticking around, checking the ESL Guild Wars 2 global site as well for all the info on future fixtures because we are one week from Monday will be the start of Pro League. We will know all our 8 teams, we'll know all the fixtures, we'll know everything. So make sure you're checking out all the action. Go bookmark that site right now, and we'll see you very soon. Hey everyone, welcome back to the ESL Weekly Cup with myself and Chronic Gamer. He is behind that black screen. We're going to go into game.
Am I?
Yes.
No, I can't see the screen.
No. We've got Peter Minatella on the red team, Vermilion on the blue team with a couple of additions for today. We have Symphonic, who I'm pretty sure is just RG with a different name, or maybe
Most likely, yeah.
Dreze. I'm not sure. It could be Dreze as well. We saw him just in here, so... Could be a person. It could be him. I'm not sure if he's called Symphonic. I don't know. If they're so, they've both got the Juggernauts as well. Frey, as well as Alcor, Curve, and also Karzez, of course. A couple of people from the TZG area of things. Playing over on Vermilion.
The TZG?
TCG. And we have Matse
the
on...
Civic gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. Cole on Druid, Ranger... Tayskin on the, he was on Marauder, let's have a look, maybe he switched over, looks like he possibly has, and my dogs are going to go absolutely schizo apparently. Lemming going to be playing on Dragon Hunter of course, as Mamie is going to be playing on a Necro, so we've actually seen the addition of the Necro here, rather than the Druid. Carrying with...
The Reaper to be exact.
Reaper, yes, Reaper to be exact as well. So he's going for might stacking through his signets, as well as going for soul raping there, Spite and Reaper going for the extra damage on Chill, as well as going for that Swane. Was it Swane? Sorry, wrong. Gremph with the Chill duration there, as well as obviously the extra Chill when he uses heal. Oh, it's so good with it. They're loving this shout and the usage we saw potentially in a couple of casts recently as well. Some nice damage coming out. Let's have a look at the Vermilion builds quickly, because we haven't really checked these guys out too much today. But the Sustainy Celestial Holbrack build, gifted 1v1s, especially against Revenants as well, which we keep noticing from time to time. Actually seeing him picking up Stabilization Core instead of going for the Recovery Matrix there. We are going to start this game very, very shortly. I've gone through the blue team. Symphonic, Alcor, Karzez, Frey, and Curve. And on the red team, we've got Mats, Cole Summers, Tayskin, Lemming, and Mamie playing for Peter with Nutella. Nick's going to take us through the splits.
And let's see if we're going to have the very defensive push again. No, actually 3 people, 3v2 in mid. Cole Summers kind of presenting himself as a target. Let's see who peaks first. Tayskin coming in with the stealth, and the big team fight in mid is already erupting there. As we move over to 1v1s, Lemming also moving into that mid node. Quarry, well, actually they left Waterfall entirely, so an early advantage is going to go over to the blue team.
She's got 2, yeah, Necro on each team as well. This is pretty good. Yep, early not coming out there at all. Karzez dropping quite low himself, as we're going to see the more coming out from the Dragon Hunter as well. Got to be careful here as Massic goes very, very low himself. He's still on full circle as well. Red team try and go for the rest as on Marauder, and they do get it in the end, but they do suffer a lot of cleave damage. But Massive probably going to go down here again. Does
Good
get
block.
The 25% block off as well. Did he pull out the shield, or was that the 25% proc? And Curve goes down in the end as well. Frey does follow though. as Pawn do pick up.
Butts is still so low. Joins him in being in the downstate. Kaze is a bit too low to
Any possible
really
rally?
follow up on that. Can they maybe get a bit more damage down? No, they get it back up, and Kaze follows him into the land of hell. As two people join him, maybe try and go for the rest, but a bit too slow on that one. Matsu with follow-up on Frey. Is chasing him now on Engineer. Still no cap on the quarry. 1v1 is going to the sides, and the maining is coming in before Elko maybe can get the cap. Oh, Elko choosing to go for the stomp, and not go for the stomp, but go for the stomp. Go for the cap, the stomp, the cap, the stomp. He can't decide. In the end, it looks like he's not going to get either.
Did I say that Frey was playing Dragon Hunter? He's actually on Engineer. I might have said that he's actually just played Dragon Hunter just because he's been playing it all so often, but maybe he's still downstayed like Nick said before. Then we need to try and get out of this. He does in the end. And we can see maybe does get killed out there. But Taskin having some problems over on the other side of the map, going versus with the Necro as well, which is a good matchup for the Necro, and tons of conditions coming out. And I don't think we're going to see the rev here from Matze. Oh no, he's going to try it. He can pop down the res, and he can put down the infuse life, but I don't think that's going to work for him. He's trying to disengage with staff. We talked about the disengage potential of that. Dragon Stance coming up quite soon, 25% proc on that shield. He can pop it again. He can use his heal here as well. He needs to pop off his heal. He's not going to go for it. No, he is now. Look at the HP. Gets back on almost full HP there. And that was good timing from Mats to get back up to almost full healing potential there, as well as coming across Cole Summer, who's
Pressure.
generate well.
Pressure is continuing on. They actually get the dragon knockback there from Kaze. Reasons you see afterwards, but the damage is just too much for anyone to handle. But two people trying to commit to that, almost dead, but they stick to it. Are we going to see damage or rest? Neither. Damage or stomp. We're going to see neither. We're going to see the rest, but still on the stairs there. Lemming, with his efforts of getting Matze back up, is going to suffer. And that's just a situation where the red team can't rally to his assistance.
And Alcor is just going to be the side point fighter at the moment in the 1v1s, and Cole Summer goes down as well, and that's significant wipe for red team with the potential for Bleezy to pick up the free cap quite early in this game. We are a few seconds left, but sorry, a few minutes gone in this game. Cole Summer downstated there as the combination comes out, and we do have 3 members of red team currently down with the free cap coming out for blue. This is strong Pro League players all over on this team at the moment as well. Blue team grabbed a capture point. For the guts of the million.
And now it's all about the positioning of the million. Where will they expect it? Or not the positioning, because Alka's already
He's pulling a
on
ROM.
his way to the Lord.
He's pulling a ROM. Oh, no, he's got
well,
assistance.
is he actually? 3 people on the respawn, and he's running into the enemy base. We have cars there hidden in the side. And maybe they just want to keep them busy over there.
Look at him.
What is he
He's
doing?
just waiting for it.
Hello.
He's just waiting.
Can't
Can't
see
see
me.
me.
You don't need stealth if you're the master of line of sight.
We will
Oh,
see
really?
the gap
Is
coming up from
is he?
Cole Summer
He's actually going for the Lord. He has remained unnoticed and is now going for the Lord. That might be a solo Lord in a very, very curious position. I mean, now they're going to get the warning. Be careful, they're attacking the Lord. Maybe you want to go for the defense. But still a bit busy with Alko, who gets the regen on himself, pulls out the troll urgent.
He's gonna get this. Oh no, Lord is going to be out of here. I'm sticking on this because I feel like Lord's going to die.
Ah, but Alko's going to join him.
We've got 20 stacks of Vuln on him. He needs to try and take advantage of that. It does run. Oh, blue! Red Lord goes down! And we do see the extra damage and support coming out from Alcor there, which allows them to get the kill.
400 points already. Lord is off the table though, but they're still stuck with the 2 cap. And Cole Summer's a bit late to that party, and it looks like both of them are going to get out of this alive.
And it's a good start for Peter and Nutella, but ever since that moment, the game seemed to go downhill, as you would have seen. More normally try and go in their favour, because obviously they did have some nice potential to grab control of the map now, as Karzes goes over towards this midpoint now. Just trying to get the focus down onto Matses. A couple of issues here and there. We are seeing him go down. He's doing good at trying to get the survival, but not feeling the support for him at the moment. Of course, someone's quite low. It would have been good to maybe see the second Druid still used in this game to become a little bit more sustained. Cole Summers now has to focus more on the team fighting to essentially keep his teammates up. If they don't have this, they've gone the other way, Nick. Yesterday they were playing like full-on bunkers, and now they've got one guy who's supporting the team, really.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
This is just completely the other end.
Well, why not? If you adjust your play style to be that aggressive and it works out in the way it does, Karzer is going for a gate of a non-existent lord.
He's
What
doing
are
a
they
good
doing?
job here. I'm pretty sure this is somewhat of a GG. They think
I mean,
about
yes,
going for a party in the keep area of the red team.
This ultimate disrespect. We're gonna win in your base, even without the lord. Although there's one soul defender left. One NPC that they didn't get rid
Oh,
of.
is that what they're trying to do? Poor guys. It's pretty good. Oh, hello, Milos. Nice to see you, man.
And this is going to be the first Silent Storm that we're actually going to see, at least on stream. We don't know how the other map votings went on. There might have been one in there, but the first one we'll actually get to witness. Silent Storm, even though we had a pretty convincing win from Vermilion just now. Silent Storm is always a map where, especially the teams where you might say, yeah, that's a sure win, seem to struggle a tiny bit.
Yeah, true. I mean, if they had another, they need another sustain. Oh, they're going for two. Wait a minute. No, Kaz is on the wrong team. Kaz is he alright today? Is he okay?
Oh, that's a bit all over the place.
I'm just wondering if he's okay. I mean, he seems to be a little bit. Oh well, he is a completely. He's wearing the lunatic outfit, so you know. Maybe Kaz
Maybe we had a little dispute over on the side of blue team. Now Karzis decided no.
Ooh,
I'm gonna join the enemy lines now.
Early pro league drama. Kaz switches rosters mid series.
Mid game.
Pretty sure you can't do that, but
Oh yeah, mid game now,
impressive.
but
Good. The soap wars are enabled here. Soap wars. Soap wars 2. Anyway, there we go. We've gone with 2 rangers. That's going to benefit them quite well as well in this, I feel, because of the map as well, especially Guild Wars 2 hat there. Distracted me. Guild Wars 2 cap. Good. In this man, right?
Guild Wars 2 cap.
Yeah, on another.
Oh cab.
Cap. Just a cap.
I thought you mixed the words Guild Wars 2 and 2 cap.
No.
The 2 capture points.
Guild Wars
And a 2 cap.
Oh wow, that could be a thing in the future. We never know.
No, it won't.
Okay, fine. In the future, anyway, Holbrook Rune with the Marauder Amulet going to be played by Frey here as he goes for Inventions, Alchemy, and also for Scrapper there. Alcor's going to be playing Druid as well, going for the Wilderness Survival and Beast Mastery with Druid line, and going for Celestial as well as going for Durability there. Symphonic, he's going to be playing Celestial, Holbrook Rune, Scrapper here as well. Not similar, not exactly the same as Frey, because he's going for Firearms here as well to grab himself some extra Condi through the Burning and the crits. And we're going to go with Soul Reaping, Spite, and Reaper for Curve, who's going to be playing a Reaper Necro here as well, building up those might stacks as well.
The match starts soon.
But quite a lot of damage through his chill as well. And then Karzez is going to be playing for the Revenant, going with Retribution and Invocation, not going for Devastation here, so he can pull out some nice survivability through trait lines as well as some nice extra damage as well. He's being very influential as ever. We'll be able to see Pizza Nutella coming back into this series, taking Cole Summer, Matt, Lemming, and Pawns over on Pizza Nutella. Frey, Alcor, Symphonic, Curve, and Karzez on the team of Vermilion in a 1-0 start in this map to Vermilion.
The red team a bit hesitant on the engage on mid. They were waiting for the intel on who is gonna cross over right to the close point. Another is on the cab right now, and they're actually delaying Alcor for long enough to pick up the cab. So 1-1 each. Everything is square. Frey advancing towards them onto the point. I was going to join them and leave them in a 2v2 as the rest of the map is all moving into that midpoint.
Got some drops down low here, and Lemming goes for the res as well, but cleave damage comes out as well. They need to be very careful. Tries to drop some traps to make them think twice about that, but Lemming, tons of condition damage coming out from Curve on the side. He's going to put him into the downstate. Tayskin probably joining him quite soon with 5 stacks of bleeding. And an extra little bit of damage coming in from Symphonic there. And the Curve just dancing in the wind there as they grab the 2 cap from mid as well.
Blue
Very,
team
very
grabbed
shortly.
the capture point.
Everything going on over on towards the temple point here. So we've got this 2v2 still going on, but we will see the plus up here of members of a Vermilion potentially coming into the point. Massive gets a nice Dragon elite there off to knock back on the point. Dragon, of course. And we will be able to see the 6 shoes coming out from Frey there as well. Put down Mats, and he's going to go downstate here. This is a strong combination of this Vermilion team here as well. These guys
And
have
the
decided to
knockback,
break
that's
up.
going to be the triple down. Matsu already left onto the respawn timer. As we have Taskin with the respawn, he decided not to funnel into that fight. Probably got the call that, yeah, this is almost over already. And we have 2 people on that midpoint, but they can just fall back. Matsu with the respawn, he died a bit quicker than the rest. They right now just want to try and survive somehow. The 3 cap is standing. Taskin is actually using it to his advantage. Notice that they might have been a bit preoccupied with the mid fight there. We only had Symphonic back on the point, trying to keep an eye on 2 points, but they engage him into a fight nicely. However, not going to give them anything more than just a decap.
Kev used that nice, used the elite shout there to shield Matsu just on the side to make sure he wasn't going to engage on him from behind, as well as trying to just catch out Taskin as he was trying to disengage. And Taskin and Matsu get together not too badly, maybe to potentially sandwich Curve here, but it's quite high on HP, still has Spectral Armor up and his Reaper Shroud, which is what he goes into now, and he can cause a lot of cleave damage
like that.
with that
Blue
Reaper, of
team
course,
takes a
even with the
capture
first
point.
skill, and he's going to be able to do quite a good job. He does get the fear off, they put him into downstate here, Matsu goes down. Taskin not really a chance of anything of trying to get that res, he's just trying to disengage, using that Cog Shield block there from the toolkit, and while he tries to disengage from Curve, he's just running away from conditions. Elixir S comes out, I think he knows he's dead, and he does go into downstate there. 210 points counting on the board, kills coming across the board for Vermilion as they get the 3-man wipe onto these guys. Lemming potentially next, as we do have Stillness coming up quite shortly.
Is that actually the GG confirmed there? We have 2 people from the red team already calling it.
Stillness has appeared.
Buff is coming up, Lemming is just standing around now. It looks like this might be the GG.
Okay, that's the end of the game.
Pizza with Nutella, seeing when they're apparently outmatched in that scenario. And to be fair, it was kind of brutal. Vermilion were doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty dominant. These guys are playing in your Guild Wars 2 Pro League for Guild Wars 2. Of course, I said that twice. And we're looking
Could
forward to
be
that.
Guild Wars 2 Pro League for another game. Why not?
Why not? On me. So that is going to be it. The final taken by Vermilion. Peter Minnesota not going home empty-handed, grabbing themselves 800 gems each, and Vermilion obviously getting themselves 2k. Yeah, Frostball's got Time Warp. This is not... Oh, this is going to be difficult. But the red team are on him. They're on Lord. Blue is so slow. Orange Liquor are not moving forward. And at the moment, the Blue Lord is down to 20% out. There's nothing that Orange Logo can do other than bring out the Time Warp. Are they going to be able to bring out the support? I can't see the Lord at present.
Oh,
He's
no,
very
he's
low.
healing.
Oh my God, what is happening?